Hello everybody, my name is Star Wars Boy, how are you? And welcome to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at Emperor Palpatine and we're going to be doing a hero guide for him. Like I said in the last video, I will be doing a Q&A, so if you do have some questions about the channel, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get started. Moving on to Emperor Palpatine's base stats, he has a base health of 700 and health regain of 250, which is lower than most other heroes. He has one of the most unique weapons, not using a blaster or a lightsaber, but his bare hands for electricity. The damage per hit is quite good. One hand deals 14 damage 0.3 seconds, and two hands deals 28 damage 0.3 seconds. As for his stamina, I'd classify it as an 8 out of 10. He does drain more stamina with two hands, however, he gets that stamina back really quickly. As for the range, he can do a good 14 meters without any star cards, which is pretty good. Moving on to Palpatine's first ability, it's called Chain Lightning and it has a really quick 15-second cooldown. This is basically more powerful lightning that bounces off a certain amount of targets. The damage dealt is 120, which is really good. You've already probably used the lightning on them, so once you use the chain lightning, it's probably going to kill them or deal a lot of damage. As for the pros, it can hit multiple enemies, boost of damage, and has a great area effect. With a certain star card, this chain of lightning is incredible and will get you a lot more kills. As for the cons, I can't really name none. This chain lightning ability is pretty amazing and it's by far his best ability. Now his R1 ability is called Electro Q and has a 20-second cooldown. Palpatine stuns any enemies in front of him in a certain amount of range. As for the duration of the stun, it is only 1 second. As for the pros, it stuns enemies. We all know how stuns good are and how quickly you can die if you are stunned. It also has a good area of effect. However, it does have a long animation to activate and it's a short duration for the stun. His final ability is called Dark Aura and has a really quick 25-second cooldown. Palpatine charges up the air around him with the Force energy, damaging those around him. The damage is 15 damage per second, which is not necessarily that bad, and the duration is 8 seconds. As for the pros, it finishes off enemies and has a great area of effect. This is really good. If a hero is really low, you can sort of just chase him down and he'll take damage from the Dark Aura. As for cons, it has a long animation and it doesn't do that much damage. On top of that, the Dark Aura used to slow enemies and blind them, but it doesn't do that anymore due to glitches that it consumed. Moving on to some of Palpatine's star cards, and these are 3 star cards that I personally believe are essential for getting kill streaks. The first one is called Lightning Reach, and it has increased range on Palpatine's main lightning attacks. So it goes from 15% to 30%. We know how Palpatine is really good with his range, and this makes him even better. Now, the second card I recommend using is the Surge of Lightning card, and it basically means that Chain Lightning can bounce to more targets, resulting in more damage. Now, it goes from 1 target to 4 targets with a maxed out star card, and this is a big improvement. The more people you can get with the Chain Lightning, the more kills you will possibly get. Moving on to the third and final star card, I use the In Full Controls card, which drains less stamina when using his lightning attacks. It goes from 20% less to 16% less. Palpatine's two-handed attacks do lots of damage, so everyone uses them. However, they do drain stamina, which is why I use this card. Now, moving on to his best maps, these are 3 maps that I feel like I do good with Palpatine on all the time. The first one is going to be Naboo. Naboo is such a good map and a lot of characters do good on this map. Palpatine excels, especially in the second and third phase where everyone is sort of bunched up together. The second map I would recommend is Geonosis. If you don't want to play as a blaster character, Palpatine is the best bet for Geonosis. He may stand out a bit, however you will get kill streaks and he is one of the only good characters on this map. Now the third map I would recommend is Yavin 4. Again, the third and fourth phase are really bunched up together, and even the second phase offers a lot of multi-kills. The map is really close quarters and widespread, so you can retreat if you need to. Now moving on to some general tips and tricks for Palpatine. The first is to obviously use both hands all the time. The one-hand attacks don't do enough damage, and I would rather dish in a lot of damage than run out of stamina than slowly damage my enemies. As for the second tip, when you use your chain lightning, be sure to use it while you're using your regular lightning attacks. For instance, if you use the chain lightning, there is a small gap of time where you can't use your regular lightning. So be sure to use your main lightning and then switch over to the chain attack while you're doing that. As for the third tip, I'd say use Electro Q as least as possible. Now this stun is pretty good when you're getting chased, however it's not that good of a stun against enemy troopers. Now the final tip is against lightsaber heroes that may want to kill you. Now let's say that you're annoying the entire team, like you probably will be. There's sure enough going to be a lightsaber character that's going to want to take you out. The most efficient way, I believe, is to simply dash through them and use your main attacks. They might catch on, but they still won't be able to do anything. I've noticed that Palpatine's lightning after a while does do damage even though they're blocking because they have so little stamina. So be sure to waste all their stamina and then power surge them with that lightning. So that is going to be it for this hero guide, guys. Again, I have 2 more hero guides coming next week, starting with Dooku and then Anakin. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. YouTube is telling me that a massive percentage of my viewers are not subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. Helps out the channel and it's free. See you guys next time. Bye, and may the Force be with you always.